Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. We're getting closer to the top of 8 o'clock. Before we get there, though, I have an artist with me and an author, apparently. I didn't realize he was an author until this morning. But let's welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Samuel Continues. Good morning to you, sir. You have a brand new song that you're going to be dropping this morning.
Certainly.
And you have a book that you dropped in 2022.
Yes.
I'm very curious about both of them. Let's start with the book and we'll get to the song. So this book, you brought it for me this morning. A Purposeful Madness is the name of the book.
Yeah.
Tell me about what inspired this book and why you thought it was necessary.
First things first, this book is about disruptive change, right? And I figure that we are, able to embrace disruptive change in the 21st century at least. We have a bunch of different contemporary philosophies, but nothing that speaks to a plural society, diversity. And I think that Trinidad and Tobago is so small, yet in this 1.5 million people that we have so many different things that we could bet on. So I said, why not bring something that could unify us? It's built upon 5 core tenets. So the 5 core tenets: who is a ruptivist? This is a word that I created. A challenger. Right? Someone who challenges the status quo, not for the sake of it, but because they see something that needs to change. An internally based actor. They act within an internal locus, right? Something bigger than themselves. An accountable agent. You show up for the results, whether it's good or bad, right? A practical thinker. Sometimes you could dream big and do all of these things, but you have to start and you have to be practical as well. So there's some sense of practicality. And a self-starter. You don't need a prompt to begin. You just begin whatever the task is at hand.
Now, this is very interesting to me because it sounds like you are going through a journey where you are realizing how you can have disruptive change and how you can be the person or you can be the trigger individually for disruptive change. But
Certainly.
This sounds like what we've seen before in people like Kwame Ture. We've seen it in Buzz Butler. We've seen it in these people in the past. Maybe not as defined as you have written it down here.
Yes.
But it sounds as though you're going through this journey and you want to tell everybody about this journey as well.
Yes.
What has the response been to this book?
So the response has been, one of intrigue. I've gotten a lot of questions about it. Why? Why put something like this together now? That's a big question. My reason for putting something like this together is it is needed, and people, their minds will adapt into change, disruptive change, whether they liked it or not. So I figured, why not speak to not just the time, but something that people could understand. And a philosophical direction would have been important at this point in time.
Okay.
The motivation, the self-help, those kind of things. It doesn't embrace a philosophy. You don't have any tenets that you could follow and embody within your life. So
you also have some brand new music this morning. Heart Clean is the name of it. Let me jump across to that one. Tell me about Heart Clean.
Of course. So we're going to be doing some dancing. I'm just giving you
This is the dancing clothes.
This is the dancing clothes right here. I'll be mixing it up, of course. Right? But I'd like to firstly say that this song was sent to me by Azaria.
Okay.
Right? Formerly known as Flippo. Oh! It's a call to humanity. It's something that is bigger than myself. And I feel like today is the day for you guys to hear what it is about.
Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Continues. Heart Clean on the Now Morning Show. We're going to get a little taste of it and we come back and have some conversation. Stick around.
Party vibes. I can't trade being alive for money. I can't say every day would be sunny. The world turns in one place. You run it. Have my way. Just need someone to love me. Sometimes I lose my way. Somehow you found me. Sometimes I'm full of rage. Somehow you found me. I can't lose my faith. Listen, I must be. So there's a dance. Look at me. If you know your heart clean, help somebody. If you feel your heartbeat, smiles don't cost a thing. You know your heart clean, help somebody. If you feel your heartbeat, spread love today. I feel we reach where we going. Feel like it's space overflowing. I feel we reach where we going. Let me keep my heart clean. Let me keep your heart clean.
The name of the song is Heart Clean, ladies and gentlemen. Samuel continues joining us on the Now Morning Show. Now, let me get into it a little bit.
If you listen to the lyrics of this song, right, it starts off talking about the action that you have to take when your heart clean. You have to help somebody. It's only through helping somebody that you could reach where you're going. We have a lot of theories and a lot of thoughts and all these kind of things, but we have to take action, right? So this is a call to action. It talk about a developmental journey, right? Smiles don't cost a thing, these kind of things. And then eventually you reach where you're going because you use whatever you had and you spread it.
How do you identify knowing, because for a lot of people is a challenge to know when you reach where you're going, right?
Yes.
Because we tend to be on the journey and we're doing the work. And you say action, right? So we have that action and you're doing the work. Is there a point when you can say, wait, I reach where I'm meant to be yesterday
so
or
that's
2 weeks ago?
Through action, every time you do something, you reach where you're going. So it's almost as if it's a bridge to the next part of your journey. You understand? It's never something to just stop and say, hey, this is it, I settle on it. You understand me? Yeah.
So big up to Azario on the writing on this one, of course the production as well.
Yes.
Anybody else you want to shout out for this one?
I want to shout out, not for the song specifically, but for the interview. Brave Boy, the artist, he reached out to me as well. And he said, Samuel, I want you to do this interview. So I want to shout him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, then together we most definitely can achieve. On behalf of Ianka Will, Natasha Lake, and the entire team here at TTT, I want to wish you a beautiful Tuesday. I definitely want to wish you all God's blessings for the week. To take us to the top, here comes Samuel Continues. This one is called Heart Clean, and we're taking a second dose of it. Make sure your heart clean. Big up Shamla! Shamla, I love you, girl. Have a great day as well. Let's go!